Handsome sausage.
What's up, guys? We're handsome sausage.
I apologize. Hello, everybody. We are Handsome Sausages, and today we are reacting to Woodz' Deep Sleep, as well as Who Knows.
Oh, so we're reacting to both.
We are reacting to both.
Yes.
This was recommended to us from one of our patrons over at our Patreon. Thank you as always. If you want to check out our extra content, recommend us songs, give us links to the songs to react to, then go check out our page. The link is in the description below. Now, we were recommended to react to both back to back. They are short songs, 2 minutes-ish each. And the lyrics video that we have for both, the links were given by the said patron as well. So we'll check out that version. Why don't we check it out first and talk after? 3, 2, 1,
Go!
play. Is that Wood's voice filtered and changed?
I'm trying to distinguish. Well,
That soul ping pong synth. Love it.
but it kind of feels different.
Yeah. Oh, that whisper with just the bass. Oh my god.
It reminds me of Gallant.
Oh my god. Wait, this is an English song too. This is great. Wait. Oh. It does sound like a deep sleep. Oh my god, the way they filter the voice and the Do you hear the synth?
Yeah, that organ.
And I love how it's not perfectly on beat too. The way it kind of ping pongs and ducks. Oh my
Sticky.
god.
This is sticky.
And the guitar's so far away in the mix. I love it. Oh, yo, this track is my track. This. Wow, and the structure too. Oh my god. Okay. All right. I wasn't planning on doing this, but let's talk about this briefly before we move on to the next song. I mean, the most interesting thing, right? The mix. The way they EQ'd it, the way they placed the guitar so far back in the mix that it sounds almost dreamy. It's deep sleep. It makes sense.
Wet.
Very. But it makes sense. It very much fits with the theme of the music. It almost feels like you're in this unwakeable dream where you're so deep asleep. You know when you're so asleep that it's tasty? It feels like that. It feels like the ultimate comfort, almost. For me, at least, there is that sense of positivity there. You know, it's not nostalgic or anything like that that usually Woodz songs have. It's true comfort. Even if there are other things that give tension, just like in the music. And, you know, with the bass too, the fact that they kept the bass in the forefront and that bass sound is just round and comforting, like a mother's hug. With that comfort, with that warmth, is that depth when you're just kind of pulled back into the abyss of being asleep, where every problem, every reality fades away and you are in that zone. And that's what it felt like.
For me, somehow it felt a bit different from you.
Yeah,
'Cause
totally.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just me. I might be the
No,
minority.
no,
in
I
this.
think I am the one that that'll be off for sure because it's a deep sleep, and I think in the middle part, like I saw a bit of lyrics, and it was about like the dream. I want to get away or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm still
Oh.
not sure because I just read 3 sentences or something like that. But then, like to me, it was more like rather than mother's hug or in that warmth feeling of cloudiness. For me, it was more about the sexy feeling in that zone, in that area where you put the steamer on, like you put and all the steam's coming out like, and then you're over there like naked.
You know what? That is actually very true. There's that too. I was only referring to the bass. Everything else about it is steamy wet.
Yeah, steamer and
Cause like to me, like when you go to what am I talking about? When you go to like sauna,
yeah, that's what it feels.
there's dry and wet, right? The bass was the dry part for me, and the wetness was
yeah, that's
overwhelmingly
true.
wet. Of course, it was
that is true.
90% of it was wet. Yes, I know,
That is
but
true. The bass part and the drum part, they were like a dry sauna.
exactly. Look,
And then
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you: when you do sauna, which one do you do first?
well, I tend to love the wet one always. So I go to dry first and I finish with wet to finish with something good.
That's exactly what I meant when I say the bass starts off with that dryness and
It
kind of
is
keeps
true,
you in
yeah.
that mode.
Yeah.
It pulls you down to that initial stage of, it's warm. And then that triggers you to exactly. No, but isn't that also what sleep is like? At first you're like, I'm in my bed, but there are tons of shit because you're still in reality. You're not asleep yet, but you're so tired. You're like, this is comfy. This is warm. My pillow, it's nice and warm, and assuming it's winter, let's say, and you're like in that zone. And once you're there, you get pulled into this complete depth of dream world, and that's the wet part for
and
me.
then you get
so
naked.
I'm cutting that. We were talking about the different sections, but basically on the same frequency here. Let's check out Who Knows.
Oh, that's true. We
gotta do that?
Yeah, we had
We
so
gotta
much
do that?
fun of
Yeah. Oh, it's so short and sweet and short.
Yeah.
It's like Dream, it ends too quickly. As much as we want longer songs, it worked better because it was short. So there's that too. Anyways, this one's short too.
Who knows?
Who knows why it's short? Let's check it out. 3, 2, 1, click.
Go. Whoa.
Completely different. Oh. Wait. Is he dreaming now and he's a fighter? Ooh.
Whoa.
Well, they got so many different. Whoa! Oh, they got that Soteji vibe. Even the way he breaks down those words.
What? Oh. Yes. Oh.
Oh my god!
Yo, how many guitars are there? It's like 2, 3?
Just the main one and the. Okay, now it's in the. Yeah. Oh. Love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Rather than Who Knows, I would have loved it much better if he said, "Who the f are you?" Wow! What is this?
Guitar.
Is it actually guitar?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Wow, the way it ended,
What
the
the
way
hell?
it ended. Since we talked a lot on Deep Sleep, we're gonna try to keep this short. But the one thing I like the most, apart from the crazy shock of the almost heavy metal guitar usage, I loved how the guitar was speaking for Woodz. Do what I wanna, be who I wanna. Yeah, exactly. That was my favorite part. And of course, that kind of Soteji sound,
Yeah,
even in the vocal and the way he breaks down the Korean syllable. Wonderful stuff.
With the distorted lines.
Exactly. Although now I'm kind of confused how they connect or anything. I'm lost on the lore now.
Wait, this is
Part of
connected?
the no, I mean we reacted to both back to back, so like we got two tracks, but they're so different. I mean, all tracks were different in this album, but this is the only one that feels slightly out there as a separate message. I mean, which kind of fits again, do what I want to do, be who I want to be, you know. Message-wise, it fits, but it's so meta because like even in the album, this is the only one that feels like it's like an alternate version of Woodz going, you know what, let's put this one out. It's stronger in its message and more blatant and obvious in its message than his other songs, because the other songs, like I said, were connected with an underlying theme, Abyss, Journey, everything, even Ready to Fight. Although they had different styles and seemingly different message, they all had the same frequency that they were delivering about being who he is and that struggle, that freedom. But this one feels so out there for me that I'm very curious how this exactly ties in and what was thinking about when he was writing this song for this album.
Yeah, I was trying to pay more attention to the lyrics. I loved how Woodz actually expressed himself of that part of him. Who the f are you? Like I do what I want and
Or it could be a self message.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like
Reminder,
too.
right?
Yeah, reminder.
Because the other ones like Ready to Fight or Drowning, even if he had that energy,
True.
it was a very authentic and serious energy, like that screaming out of desperation, screaming out of relief, all that things. But this felt lighter than that. This felt like, you know what? I am. Like there was a level of confidence in this song that wasn't seen in his other tracks from the album. So it was, yeah. Woodz is one of those artists that we are falling in love exponentially. The more we get to know him, the more we listen.
That's true. We actually tend to learn from him. A lot of songs that it's something that we kind of know, but they expressed it a little bit different. Where Woodz is something like we're actually listening to something very new, very artistic, everything at the same time.
Knowing Wood's backstory with Bavers and all that helps, of course. Knowing his struggles, knowing him as a person, of course helps. But that is true for any artist if we start paying attention to their backstories and if we were, you know, real life friends or something, of course we would pay more attention. But with Woodz, it's different because
Yeah, it just hits different.
it just really hits different, and it's beyond the point of like knowing his personal stories. Just purely through music, there is a level of respect that we can show authentically.
And even without a single noise or any sentence that he makes, just by through his music, it's kind of talking to us.
Yeah, for sure.
He's one of the artists that does it. It's really unique.
Yeah, it is
unique.
very unique. I never really felt this way with Korean artists before. So yeah, we absolutely love him. We support him all the way through. Again, thank you, Woodz, for making such beautiful music.
Always.
Thank you, Moose, for recommending such great music in order that we should experience. Of course, thank you, all the supporters who is recommending us new songs and all that stuff. So next up, we got a different Woodz song from the album. I think it's the last song we got.
No.
Yeah,
Already.
but then we got other songs from Moose that we haven't checked out, so we'll check that out too. Let us know what you thought of this music when you first heard it. And I guess we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Emily Johns,
Judy Land,
Maria Luisa Sperotto,
Stefani Lemus,
Mother of Grands,
Chelsea's,
Mary Berry,
Aries.
Ksenia,
Skier 145.
Lisa, Greg,
Georgiana,
Marena, Darian K.
JD.
Reina Aguirre.
Love on you 345.
Sharon Purnell.
Femke Bergevoid.